how do you innovate? Which is probably the most complex part of it, right? Which is what we've talked about, that starting with leadership and culture. I think where are you in an innovation path is very critical to decide how, what tools you need to apply for innovating, right? So I think you got to start with basics. Where are you in terms of innovation in your organization? Are you having brainstorming sessions? Do you have a structure where people can voice out their opinions around different innovations? Have you built that so that there is a continuous process on looking at those brainstorming ideas? Because as you know, best ideas come from the people that are doing the work, or from the customers who are the receivers of your product or service, right? So you always want to consider, how do you create a funnel of those brainstorming ideas? So that's kind of one of the aspects. Where do you start, right? And again, this is what we do with our customers. A lot of times we will look at how are they currently running their processes. What is the current state? Where are the biggest problems and challenges they're having? And then we help them to prioritize those problems and challenges, right? In order to create that direction, what should they focus on? But before that, you have to figure out where is your organization, what are your problems? So this is to give you an idea about lean innovation pipeline, right? And it starts with innovation ideas, sourcing innovation ideas, prioritizing those ideas. And then we get into the problem statement. Again, a lot of companies that really hone on innovation, they can spend sometimes days on doing problem statement and figuring out, defining what is the real problem we're trying to solve. It's not a 1-hour exercise and then move to solution. And then, of course, once you've done that prioritization, once you've defined what your real problem is, then you can move into the solution or hypothesis, testing, creating a prototype and testing it, right? And the quicker you can make that cycle, which is where lean startup we're going to talk about comes in, the more successful you are. You're not taking years trying it out. You're doing a quick prototype, you're testing it. And the reason you want to make it quick is sometimes you think that that's the problem or the application for your product. When you go to the market, you may realize that the market has told you that they're going to use this product for something else. One of our speakers here will give you an example. They were building a tool for drug adherence, and then when they tested it in the market, they realized that the tool was used completely for something else, for a couple therapy, out of all the things. So that's what you have to realize, that you got to talk to your external customers. You cannot think in your own box what this product or this tool will be used for. The key to how to innovate, or the different methodologies to innovation, there's a concept, I don't know if you guys read about it, called lean innovation. Anybody heard about lean innovation? No? So lean innovation, it was developed, it's a concept that combines these 3 different frameworks of how companies can go about innovation. The first one starts with lean, simple, basic lean manufacturing, okay? And we're going to discover what that means. But it's all about how do you create a culture of continuous improvements with the way, with what Toyota has done, right? And we'll show you an example of that. Then there's a methodology around lean startup, and that's what we talked about. How do you create that minimum viable product in the fastest, most efficient way in order to realize how you failed and how to learn from that lesson and how you need to change or prototype again, right? That's the lean startup. And then the third one, which is really, I think, that's where it all begins, is design thinking. And design thinking the concept is around empathy. You have to always try to think from your customer's point of view. We forget to do that when we're stuck in our own worlds. You have to think about what is the customers, how do they see us? What is their experience with our product, our service, whatever we're offering? And that's where the design thinking comes in, and it's used quite a bit in any of the teams that are working on innovation projects. All of these methodologies, to be honest with you, they all have come from concepts of lean. I'm not, and that's why I called my topic "Foster Innovation Through Lean Principles," because I have come from the lean. I'm not a lean professional. I can't claim I've been for years and years and years. I'm a business development and a strategist and innovator. And when I started working with healthcare companies implementing process improvements, I've realized that it's the lean methodology that can create and help to create that breed that culture of innovation. You know, that was always a stumbling block when I was trying to innovate, right? Coming from an outside as a company with innovative product to large corporations. So I have an example of that, actually. I had a call with one of the hospitals that was doing, they run these events where they're trying to bring innovative technology into the hospital. So they've defined the problem. They send out this email to everybody. We have long wait times in our diabetes clinics. Any health technology that has a solution for this, come to us. And it was an online, and I filled it out. I didn't have a technology solution for them, but I filled it out saying, we can help you with this because we can do lean, really dig through with your diabetes clinic through what are the issues and roadblocks and problems, and find first the problems that they're having in order to decide what solution you need. So when they called me, they said right away, okay, what's your solution? What's your technology? Sorry, I said, I don't have it. What, you don't know, what is the problem? Said, oh, there's long wait times. I said, okay, but what are the root causes of that? I don't know, we just need a solution. I'm like, but I can help you before you decide what solution you need. Let's talk about what different problems, right? So they didn't want to hear about it because, hey, their innovation hubs, they get lots of money for doing, helping health technology innovation, right? So, which is good, it's all good, but you have to start with problem statement.